Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to Tokende channel. In this channel, we talk all about travel to Africa, and more specifically, I'm documenting our family's process of moving back to the motherland. I am actually back from our trip to Cote d'Ivoire, our scouting trip with my husband, and I have a lot of information to share with you guys. So if this is of interest to you, make sure you like this video, share it with your friends and like-minded people, and subscribe to this channel. So today I wanted to share some things that actually I found really different from here in the US. So I'm located in the US in Houston, Texas. And when I went to Cote d'Ivoire, I had been there 10 years ago, but that was a long time ago. And so there are a few things that actually pointed three main things that I've noticed that were absolutely different than our life here in the US and that I kind of wish we had here. So they have that over there, they have these things over there, and I wish we had those things here. So I'm going to go through these 3 points. I have my notes here, so if I look down, that's what I'm looking at. Okay, I'm not ignoring you. So the first thing that to me was major, and something that I really miss here and I wish we had. Actually, we do have it, but it's not easily accessible. That thing is the support of a village. This is the support of other people who can actually help you do life, like where you do life together. Specific examples is having support of a nanny for your kids or a cook at the house or a driver, okay? So when you say these things, here in the US, it's like you have to be a millionaire if you want to have those things, right? To have a nanny for your kids, like full-time nanny that actually live in with you. That's what I'm talking about. Not somebody that comes in and babysits your kids like on the weekends when you go out with your spouse. Talking about living nanny, a full-time person who's going to cook for you, all your meals for you, your kids and all of that. And a full-time driver as well, who can take you to work and take the kids to school and all of that. Over there, it is common. It is common. It is a necessity because that's how it is, okay? I'm not saying that everybody has it, but visiting my friend who I would say is middle class, I would say this is common because that's how you go through life. This is how you support your life, is by having the support of staff in your home, whether they stay and living with you or not, but it's very common to have at least a nanny for your kids and all that to help you out. Otherwise, you actually, it's not a way of life, right? And the opposite ways here, right? We are more of the, if I can do it, then let me do it, right? It's like we are very much of a do it on your own, do it yourself culture. Like if it has to be done, I'll just have to do it. Not so much about asking for help. So that's something that really for me was very different. And just a side note too is that I felt a little uncomfortable, right? Because it's like, okay, I would wake up and they ask me, okay, madam, what do you want to eat? Do you want to have breakfast now? And I'm like, okay, sure, I'll have breakfast. And like even like taking my plates when I'm done eating and taking them back in the kitchen. They're like, oh, no, you don't have to do that. I'll take that with you. And I was like a little uncomfortable with this whole thing, right? But I can get used to it, right? So it kind of felt nice to be served and to be helped, right? It really felt really good, and that's something that I wish we had here in the US, because it's like just because you can do it doesn't mean you have to. Just because you can do all your laundry and cook all your meals every day from scratch and pick up the kids as well and iron all the clothes and fold all the clothes, you technically can do it. But just because you can doesn't mean that you have to. And I thought that was really good about life over there in Cote d'Ivoire. Okay, so that was number one, having the support of a village, having the support of staff that you can hire full-time to help you and your family. That was number one. Number two is access to fresh fruits and vegetable. Something that we're missing here in the US is having markets, like open air markets, right? Sure, we do have those farmers markets, but you know, it's not like we shop there every day. We usually shop at the grocery stores where the organic food section is sometimes more expensive and is obviously not as big as the rest of the food and all of that. And so most of the food that we eat is not like fresh food that we can get straight from the market or straight from the one, how do you say that, like one middleman, right? Most of the food that we get has been shipped from somewhere and then put in containers and then frozen and then defrosted and then frozen, and then it gets into our plates, right? So going to the market, that reminded me of living in Morocco as well. We go to the market like on Saturday mornings. That's why we go in and buy all the fish for the month or for the week, and fresh meat that is like cut right there in front of you. Like they kill the thing, how do you call that, the chicken, like right there in front of you, like it's fresh, and they clean it up and all of that in front of you. It's not like been frozen 30,000 times before you buy it at the grocery store. And we do have the farmers market, but I mean, in my neighborhood, for example, the farmers market is like once a month. Maybe if I go to another neighborhood, I'll catch the other one, so it's like twice a month. But it's not like we're getting like super fresh, like meats, for example, and fish and all of that. So most of the food that we buy is from the supermarket, right? So I don't know about you, but if you do have like an open air market, let me know where you live and let me know in the comments, okay? So I can come to your neighborhood. But that's not the case in here, okay? So having food fresh, still dirt on it, just like it's supposed to be. That's how food is supposed to be. Fruit and vegetable, it has dirt on it. That's how it's supposed to be. And it's fruit in season, right? Because I wanted to have mangoes because I love mangoes, but it wasn't the season, right? So it's not like I can find any kind of food because they make it be the season for that food, right? But no, it's not the season, so you don't have it. That's it. Just that's how it's supposed to work in nature, right? So that was point number 2. Easy access to fresh food and vegetable, number 2. Number 3, I don't really know how to explain it, so bear with me. I'll try to explain it well. But in short, in lay terms, it's really that time is slower there. You really take the time to enjoy the time. Example, when you go eat, or even when you eat at home, we ate a lot at home and we also ate out as well. And something I've noticed is that when you go to a restaurant here, it's like you're very impatient about the food coming in and you eat it and then you're out, right? There's not a lot of chilling, enjoying the meal, enjoying the conversations. And when you're at a restaurant here, you feel like you have to go to the next thing, or at least that's how I feel like. I feel like, oh, somebody else needs that table, so I need to hurry up. That way they can, have the business running, right? It's all about, okay, time fast because of money. But over there, one thing that I've felt is that, okay, you have the conversations, it's gonna take however long it's gonna take. And I actually felt really impatient with the food because I was like, we were talking and we ordered the food and I was like, did they forget about us? Like, where's the food coming? Like, it's been a while. Like, to me, it took forever, but everybody else was like, it's cool, right? This is just how it is. Let's just enjoy the time, enjoy the conversation, enjoy the good time, enjoy our drinks. But I was like, yo, how many minutes has this been, and can we start complaining here, right? So I felt a little on edge with the whole time thing. But at the end, I was like, this is pretty good because it's like we're supposed to enjoy the before the meal, during the meal with the drinks and the conversations and all of that. And even after the meal is done and we got our bill, doesn't mean that we have to stand up and just go. We can just actually still enjoy our time there and all of that. So really enjoying the moment. And one example the thing that I can't really explain until today, I just don't know. It's kind of magical. But my first morning there, we were at a beach resort and the checkout was 12:30. Okay. Usually here, when we go to a hotel, whether it's by myself or with the family, like we're rushing. Like by the time we wake up, let's say we wake up around 8, and we're always rushing between 8 and 12:30. We're rushing to make that checkout time, right? To make sure that we don't overstay. And so we rush, take a shower, pack a little bit, and go downstairs and have breakfast and come back. I barely have time to use the restroom and do check the room, make sure we don't forget anything. And then, poof, it's 12:30 and it's time to go, right? Anybody else? That's kind of how I feel when I check out at a hotel. It's not like very calm process. It's like, ooh, let's go, let's go, let's go. But I promise you, when we woke up, I think we woke up around 8. So same thing, waking up around 8 was me and my husband, and then checkout was 12:30. So we were at a hotel, and that hotel is actually located on mainland, and then there's a lagoon, and then there's land, and that's where, and then there's the beach, right? The ocean. So our bedroom was located on the beach side, right? So you have to cross with a boat to go to the main land to go have breakfast, and the pool and everything was there. So we wake up around 8. I think, what did we do? Shower, and then we crossed by boat to go have breakfast. So we crossed, and the crossing was like, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes or something like that. So it wasn't super long, but it wasn't like super quick. 5-10 minutes to cross. Let's say 5 to cross. Okay, then looking at the grounds and everything, because I had arrived the night before, so I hadn't seen everything, the hotel and everything. So looking around, getting in line for the buffet, for the breakfast and everything, ordering, getting my eggs done, getting some more juice and going back and eat, and going back for some juice and coming. So it was really calm. There was no rush at all. Okay, so we did that, and then we're like, okay, let's just go to the pool. Okay, so we walked to the pool, and then looking around, taking some pictures, taking some videos. Hey, can you take my pictures? And having my whole photo shoot thing with my Instagram husband, and then getting in the water, and then taking some more pictures, and lounging and swimming here, swimming there, and looking at the grounds. Going back again, chilling a little bit. My husband was reading his book, and I was taking some more pictures and all of that. And then we're like, let's go to the beach now. Okay. So we get up, and then we wait at the dock where the boat comes. And so we wait for the boat, because the boat is not already there. It's like, maybe the boat is like had already crossed. So they have to call, like they have a whistle, and they call for the boat to come back. So we wait. So maybe like 5-10 minutes we waited. The boat comes back, gets us, cross again 5-10 minutes, and we get there. I think, oh yeah, we get there, and then there are some ladies who are like, oh, you want a massage? I'm like, well, sure, why not? I'm really tired. I just traveled for like 24 hours. Why not a massage? So I wait a little bit. They get the whole setup and everything. My husband goes into the beach, and then so I asked, how long is the massage? And she says it's 30 minutes. Okay. So I'm like, cool. It was about 11 or something. It was 10:45. So I'm like, sure, we have time for it. So whole massage, it took 45 minutes. Talked to the ladies after it was done and everything. Lounge at the beach, went to the beach, went into the water for a little bit. I didn't rush at all. Came back out of the water, and then just lay down on the beach for like a few minutes. No rush. Went back to the room, took some pictures and everything. Got in the shower, got out, packed everything with my husband. And then the person who was helping us with the luggage, like, side note, going back to point number 1, I was not allowed to carry any suitcases, because they were like, no, madam, I'll do it for you. So I was like, oh, excellent. I don't have to carry anything. And we had like 1, 2, 3, 4 suitcases, like full suitcases, 2 carry-ons, and 2 backpacks. Yeah. I didn't have to lift anything. So we did that. And then in all that process, I was filming the room and all that, taking a bunch of pictures for content, went to the dock, they called the boat. And so again, we waited a little bit. We crossed all the way to the mainland, right where checkout was. And it was barely 12:30. Barely, I think it was 12:20. So we did all of that. No rush, just in chill mode, just in relaxation mode. Improvise a massage, sure, why not? Going to the beach and enjoy the sun, enjoy this, and taking a bunch of pictures and just lounging overall. And it was just so stress-free, so relaxing, so in the moment. And I still cannot physically or rationally understand what happened that morning, that we did all these things and more, and still were able to check out on time. I don't know. It's like the clock wasn't like clocking or something. all of these things happen in such a calm manner, in a way that we're not rushed. We're not like, oh, let's go to the beach. Oh, let's go have breakfast. Oh, let's be done. No, it was all like very calm and very in the moment. And so when I compare that experience with the experience that we have when we check out of hotels here, it's just day and night. It's the same time, I guess, because yeah, it's 8 till 12:30, but one is like so rushed and stressed, and we barely have time to eat breakfast, and that's it, and pack and go. And the other one, we did a lot, but it was all done in such a lounging and calming and relaxing way. I still can understand it and explain it, but it happened. And that is, you can put a price on it. You cannot put a price on it. And that's something that I really enjoyed. And having that on my first morning after a 24-hour trip, it made the whole trip. Like for me, that was the best way to start the trip, with the massage, the beach, the pool, the service, not having to lift a finger. It was amazing, amazing, amazing. So those were the three things that I wish we had here in the US, and that really made this trip so, so enjoyable. Having the support of your village, having freshly easy accessible fruit, fresh fruit and vegetable, and just enjoying the moment, being in the moment. Sure, is there stress there? Of course. Is there traffic there? Of course. And I'm gonna talk about that in another video. But being in the moment and seeing the time go so slowly, or slower than I'm used to, that was priceless. Okay. So if you have any questions for me regarding these three things, let me know in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about these three things: having a village, access to fresh fruit and vegetable, and slowing down and enjoying the moment. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and share it. Bye.